Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at a super early version of the Warzone map here within Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Now, we've obviously been discussing Call of Duty Warzone a lot here on the channel as of late, but did you guys know that within 2 of the Modern Warfare DLC maps, we can actually fly around and explore pretty much the entirety of the Warzone Battle Royale map? Our first official look at Warzone, of course, was at the end of the Season 2 cinematic trailer, and in there we see the green gas coming in, we see planes dropping off players, and we also see a bunch of very distinct locations, like the airport, the stadium, as well as the gulag. Well, if you boot up the DLC map Atlas Superstore within a private match, and you set the spectate feature to free, you can fly around outside the store itself and see pretty much everything that we saw at the end of the Season 2 cinematic. Now, the obvious catch to this is the areas that we can actually explore outside of Atlas Superstore are very limited, right? There's a lot of barriers out here, but we do find a lot of really interesting and fun locations. My personal favorite would be the airplane graveyard, because right next to it, we can quite clearly see the entirety of the Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer map scrapyard. Now, obviously, this is super low poly count and super low resolution, but the reason why this is here in the first place and why it looks so bad is because we're not really supposed to see it outside of when we're using kill streaks like the cruise missile, the chopper gunner, or the gunship. The reason why this stuff is out here in the first place is because Infinity Ward needs to have something for us to look at while we're using our kill streaks, and it turns out their solution to that problem was to just simply copy and paste an early version of the Warzone map and place it outside of Atlas Superstore. They ended up doing the exact same thing with Vacant as well. As you guys can see, if you spectate outside of Vacant, you're going to notice that we're placed right next to the ground war map port, and because we're on a different part of the Battle Royale map, we can now get a much better look at areas that were previously inaccessible while spectating on Atlas Superstore. The 2 areas I want to point out the most are going to be the giant stadium as well as the gulag, but as you guys have been seeing throughout this entire video, Warzone is freaking massive. This map is giant, and as of right now, I should say this has not been officially confirmed by Raven Software or Infinity Ward, but here is going to be a fan-made mock-up of the Warzone map as we see it right now within Modern Warfare, as compared to the Blackout map that we saw back during Black Ops 4. According to this, Warzone is going to be more than twice as big as Blackout, and I suppose that makes sense given the fact that Warzone is going to have 200 players dropping in at once as compared to the 100 for Blackout, but still, this map is giant, and I have to say, my biggest concern is just how densely packed this map is with buildings. If you look at a couple of these city areas right here, it seems like this is going to be no man's land if you're actually trying to win, because just imagine you and your squad trying to run into this area while there are 150 or 175 other players still on the map, right? That just seems like a horrible idea because there are so many windows and so many buildings for people to hide in, and I have to wonder, are they going to be changing that? One of the good things about the Blackout map, in my opinion, was it was fairly simple. There was lots of buildings and stuff like that, but there wasn't a whole lot of elevation, and you could typically have a great idea of where the enemy players were going to be. But looking at some of these cities right here, I don't even know where to begin. If I were walking into this area, I would just be thinking to myself, yeah, I'm not going to go here. I'm just going to turn around, go back to the farmland. I'm going to hang out outside the cities as compared to trying to fight through them. But of course, we really won't know how densely populated this map is going to be until Warzone finally comes out. It's important to reiterate one more time that this is not going to be the final product for Warzone. This is what we can see in private matches, and it's quite clearly within Modern Warfare. But at the same time, this could simply be an alpha version of the map that has already been altered quite a bit. A great example of this would be the alpha version of Rust that was found within the game files during the Modern Warfare launch. This is what Rust originally looked like. It was within the game files. This was going to be the map that we were going to get, but as you guys can see, they changed it quite a bit. That was the alpha version, and here's the final product version, right? They're very different looking. So I have a feeling the same thing is going to be true for Warzone. I think what we're looking at here in private matches is a super early version of Warzone, and they're probably going to be changing around a lot of locations and making the map a lot different as compared to what we see right now. But still, So I think it's really cool we can explore it even before Warzone comes out, and I personally can't wait to see what the final product is going to look like. And as I mentioned in my previous video, advertising for Warzone is said to begin soon, and YouTubers are rumored to be flying out and playing and recording Warzone early, and we even have a rumored release date of early March. So we're definitely going to be learning a lot more about Warzone in the very near future, and as always, I will do my best to keep you guys posted with as many details as humanly possible. But for right now, I'm going to wrap up today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, consider leaving a like on the video, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.